Okay, welcome to the tutorial for the Geraldine Georges image that we're going to create in Photoshop using the eraser, the magic wand, the lasso and brushes. I might also chuck in a shape in there as well, and we'll use our move tool. But we'll quickly go through this. Okay, here's the image I've chosen. Here's my document. It's an A4 document. So first things first, let's use the move tool to put my image. So click on the image, drag it up to my document, place it inside. You can open up, as we've done before, from your desktop and drag it into Photoshop. But basically, we're dragging our image into Photoshop. And we're going to resize it. Let's make it fairly small, like Geraldine Georges would do. And do you know what? I'm going to have it on a bit of a tilt as well. Okay, that'll do me fine. Now, let's get down to using the lasso tool. Now, the lasso tool works by holding down your mouse and then drawing around the image. Okay, now I've gone quite far out. You should really maybe be in closer. So let's go in closer. Okay, as you can see, there's my lasso. Now I can add to that lasso by holding down Shift, holding down my mouse key, and there you go. I can draw another lasso. So let's pick out that shape there, and let's cut out this hand here. Hold down my Shift, hold down my mouse, draw around it. Now when I get to the end, I don't need to be precise about connecting the 2 points. If I let go of my mouse, it does it for me. Now let go of Shift. There's our 3 areas. Now if I click backspace, which is on your top right of your keyboard, it deletes it. But I don't want to delete those areas, do I? I want to keep those areas. So if I hold down Control and then my mouse, click on my mouse, it gives me select inverse. So this is it, select inverse. Do your backspace, and there you go. I've now deleted the areas around the face rather than the face itself. Command D select, so Command D for deselect, and there you go. There's our image. Now we want to go in a bit further, don't we? We want to maybe get rid of some of these areas. So when we try the eraser, I've got a nice big eraser at the moment. Maybe I need it a bit smaller. So I go up to the top left, into the eraser menu, change the size, take it a bit smaller. That'll do me for the moment. I'm not being too precise. Let's get rid of that area there. Maybe that area there. Could get quite expressive with it. Come down there. Okay. Maybe do a bit of that. Do a bit of that. Also, I could use my magic wand. Okay, so we've tried the eraser, we've tried the lasso. Let's try my magic wand, which is just here. This selects areas of the similar colour, so it won't hit the pinks, it will just do the blacks. So I've clicked on that, hit my backspace, deletes that. Click on the next bit, delete it. Click on the next bit, delete it. And let's not be too precise because it's a Geraldine Georges type image and it's more of a kind of a rough cutout, isn't it? So let's get rid of that. And there you go, that gets rid of all that. Okay. And then let's get rid of a little bit more with my eraser tool. There we go, the head's a bit flat, so why don't we do a bit of a circle bit like that. There you go. Let's refine that bit off a bit. Maybe it's come around the chin a bit. Okay, I'm not being too precise. Okay, now I've done that bit, let's come in like that. Okay, Let's trim that off a bit. So there you go, that's very rough. We come out, and that's what I'm left with. Okay, and now let's create a shape. Okay, the shape tool is down here. Hold on it, and I want to. I don't want any rectangles because of the type of image. You know, it's a baby. Let's make a nice kind of elliptical shape. So I go into the shape box, hold it down, click into that, and there's my ellipse. Now I can hold down my shift button and it creates a circle, but I want an ellipse. Okay, so let's do an ellipse. Okay, go like that. Actually, let's create a circle. Why not? There you go. There's my circle. Now, as you can see, my circle is on top. So let's just drag my layer back on top of my circle. Also, I can now move my layer as well, so into a position that I want it to be in. Let's maybe take it half and half. Let's take maybe a bit of that. Yeah, I reckon that's okay, doesn't it? So now, very quickly, let's get a new layer up, and we're going to start doing some brushes. So go to our layer box, click on new layer, go into our brushes, and start playing. At the moment, I've got this brush selected, and there's the size of it. I could make it smaller or bigger. Let's make it that size. And there it is. Let's make it nice and big so I can see it. Okay. Do we like that? No, we don't like that. Let's get rid of that. So let's try another brush. Let's try that one. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Okay. Maybe come around the face with it a bit more. Okay. And just experiment with different brushes. Up here, we've got some solid ones. We've also got a kind of an airbrush. Let's make it nice and big. Okay. I preferred it with one of them. That'll do. I'll get a bit like that. Experiment. There you go. I think that's okay. Now let's try another brush. Let's try something like one of these like little scattery ones. Let's go for nice and big. Does that look good? No, I don't like that. And just keep on. Every time you don't like it, just get rid of it. Okay. And just keep on playing. And just using that menu at the top there, using the size of the brushes, using the different types of brushes. Different marks. Just playing around with your mouse. Maybe again going in. Looking back at the images we showed you of Geraldine Georges. Okay. Let's try a different type of brush. Let's go for this one. Maybe draw around the hand a bit. Let's have an extension to that. That's a bit of a drippy mark. Let's come out now. Let's make that brush nice and big. Okay. Now let's inject some colour. So we go down to the colour picker. Maybe let's have a bit of pink in there, as it's a baby, bit of baby pink. And do you know what? I'll just do a little bit of a splat there. And then maybe change my brush. Let's do a bit of a okay. So as you can see, there's my layers, there's my brushes, and just keep on building it up. Maybe you could try another layer on top if you like that now, but you don't want to ruin it. Let's do another layer on top. Let's change colour back to the black. And now if I ruin it, I could either step backwards or just delete that layer. So there you go. So the image is not completely precise at the moment. I would love to, I'm going to work a bit more into it. Maybe use my brushes up here to create some really small areas of detail. Okay, there you go. Once you've finished your image, you're happy with it, save as normal. Okay.